Hello.
Hello, are you
Are
there?
we? I am.
It, okay.
You even
Is it
sounded it.
recording? It is recording.
Mine's recording,
You're not
but of course,
recording? What are
mine
you
doesn't.
talking
Mine
about?
doesn't count. I don't
Right.
know.
You're
Can't put
not
it down there.
recording? How can you be
Oh, leave me.
recording?
Leave me alone. I am recording us.
You are.
Oh yeah. I want evidence of the stuff that you cut out.
Oh, you ditched me.
I didn't ditch you. I
Yes, you
touched the
did.
screen and it was gone. You probably
That's,
deserved it.
now, is the but see, now, then I got to get all the plates spinning again. You see, it's like I got 17 plates here trying to spin them. You know how the guy would, the plate on the pole? You
Mm-hmm.
remember, like on
Oh, I
Carson?
do. I
Yeah,
do.
he'd spin
Yeah.
the plate, right? And it's bouncing, and then he'd go and do another one. Then you have to run back and get the first one, spin it up, and he's running all of them. You remember that?
I do remember that.
Okay, see, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm doing here. I got cameras
I
going.
made you start
I
it.
got, I got
I made you
screens
start
going.
it all over again.
Yes, you did.
What good practice this is going to be, isn't it? You're
It
going to
is.
know it so
I'm,
well.
I'm going to get a job in like TV production.
Oh, take me with you.
Something. I
Stop,
mean, I'm going to be a
stop
pro.
drinking your coffee in my face.
You can hear that? Oh
I
my gosh.
can.
It's these mics pick up everything.
Yes, I heard that
I'm
slurping. What
sorry.
color cup do you have today?
Well, I'll show the people see me. I got my it's
You don't have that polka dot thing, do you?
no, this one's green, red, dark green stripes. Stripes today.
You don't have an Easter cup on?
I
I
don't
can't
know.
believe it. You have your Easter shirt and no Easter
I've got
cup.
my Easter bunny shirt. I look like one of those chicks, like those marshmallow
You,
chicks. I mean, not like a chick, a
I
marshmallow
know what you
chick.
meant. One of
Yeah,
those fluffy little marshmallows.
right.
Yeah, give it a spin, old man. Take it for all it's worth. Oh my gosh.
You call me that. You even tag me as old man. Do you realize that?
You
Half the
know what?
time
I did not realize I
just
did
wait.
that.
You're gonna really get one of these guys that's his name. He's gonna come and give you what for?
Well, I noticed that everybody calls you the old man now.
I know. Yes, all your minions.
No, no,
Yeah,
it's
the
because you call
queen.
yourself the old man. That's
I
why.
call myself old guy.
Old guy. Oh, well, I don't know. Ask Maru. She wrote old man too.
I know. That's what I'm saying. They're all your minions, and they all think, you know,
Oh,
it's
they're not.
fine. I don't
Don't
get,
you call my
they
people
are. They're your
minions?
little
No,
followers.
they're not.
Oh, you gang up with them on me, just like in chat.
I
All right.
can't help
So here,
it. You leave yourself wide open
I
there.
know. So here's our.
You expect me to not take that shot. I have to take it when I can.
I know. Okay. So here's your first plug. Plug your Steam USA.
What am I going to plug?
Steam USA, right?
Oh, yes.
Chat. I said we're in chat once in a while. You'll grace them with your presence in chat. So
Well, that's true.
not
I
very
try to
often.
get there very often. I am the top person there now. Well,
Oh,
not
that's
wait,
right.
let me rephrase that.
Yeah.
I am
I
not
mean,
the top person, but I'm the top talker
you're
there.
you're the big mouth there, the biggest mouth there.
How did I get that? I'm not even there half the time.
You're never there, but when you're there, you're really there.
Oh my, I guess so. So, if you want to support your local United States people or people
Right.
that are living here, join Steam USA.
There you go. Man, you are
It's the
cut out
place
for
to be.
you could make a fortune doing voiceover work
Oh,
and
cut it
for
out.
commercials
When you
and
say stuff like
seriously.
that, you're going to have people calling in saying, "What are you talking about, old
No,
man
no, I'm telling
Friday?"
you, they know. People could even say it in the comments. You're a natural. You got the voice for it, and I mean, you turn it on. Do you see how you just turned it on? It's like boom, right into it.
You turn it on all the time.
No, you turn it on,
You
and
really do. I'll show you clips from when you called me one night. You turn it on.
Oh no, don't.
I'm kidding. He does
I
not call me at night. I don't
Yes, I
even know
do.
why I
I
said
call you
that.
every
You do
night. I do
not.
too.
You
Don't.
do not call me. You're not allowed to call me. Nobody's allowed to call me.
You're
This is
always
not a
you're
personal thing.
you're always begging me to call you.
Oh,
You
get
know,
out of here. Don't make me say that again to you. Do not ever call
call
me.
me on this number.
Oh, well, that too. Don't call me on any of the numbers. You're virtual. Remember
You're
that.
so mean to me. It's
I am not mean
incredible.
to you.
Oh my gosh,
Come
my
on.
shirt. Oh,
Oh, come on. You know what? You're the sweetest guy. I am not mean to you.
I
You know
know.
I adore
I
you.
know. You're just fun. All right. So what are we talking about? Because you wouldn't give me time for show prep. So now we're doing it seat of the pants.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I
It's
mean, there's going
fun
to be
though.
lots of empty airspace here, please.
There hasn't been yet, so it's
No.
good.
Well, this weekend is Easter. I mean, what
Yeah.
what are you doing to prepare for Easter?
What did I buy? You know what I bought, and
I
it was
do.
your idea.
Well, I cannot believe Paul bought a tie dye Easter. Did you buy the tie dye? You
Yeah,
did.
I bought that, and I bought the gold.
Oh, that's right. He bought several different Easter egg coloring kits, and
Cause
I
I'm
cannot
like a
believe
super dad. I'm like a super, you
you
know.
are the super dad. But this super dad has never colored Easter eggs. So I'm sorry. Super dads usually start when they're about 6 months old, but it's never too late. I mean, I
That's
swear, it's never
I'm
too late
making
to be
up.
a super dad.
Exactly, I'm making up.
You're making up for lost time.
I
Can,
will say we used to go to a church, and they did every year a big Easter egg hunt with the fake plastic eggs. In fact, we
yes.
even stuffed them, and every so often they'd put $1 in one. But usually it's just like Tootsie Roll or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And the community would come. It was like a promotional.
Oh,
So
sure.
the community, it was huge. It's like like a huge field, and they would just go across it like locusts, picking up all the. So it's like I've done a little. I've done a little.
We always did that too, and it was a big community. Usually, it was with for me, it was with the military community,
Hmm.
because as you know, I'm from a big family, and we had our own community to do it with, so we didn't need to involve others.
Hmm.
But in the military, they'd have each squadron do their own, and that was fun. I mean,
Hmm.
you'd have all these little kids, and we'd sit the day before stuffing those little eggs and everything.
Right,
But
right,
with my own kids, I mean, even when I was single, I still used to color eggs. There's just something Easter about it.
right.
It's a happy thing. I would color some of the eggs, and then I made Easter bread. Where you roll out you roll out dough, and then you braid the bread, and you put egg wash on it, and then you put it in the oven, and it's
Well,
part of Easter.
so
It's part
like,
of
is
Easter.
it dough that you have to? Is it complicated? Like you gotta let the dough rise, or you just
Yes, it's bread dough, so
okay?
yes, you do let
So
it
all
rise.
right.
Or people cheat and well, it's not cheating. If you don't have time, you can purchase the bread dough. But I like making my own just because I like my recipes. So, um,
So you
but
got the dough, and what makes it? You put.
will you braid the Easter eggs into the dough, into the bread? So it turns out to be a circle, a braided circle, and there's eggs inside the braids. You can see them. It's really pretty. I'll have to show you a picture of it.
Are you saying that you take the hard-boiled egg and you break it? What are you saying? You're saying
Mm,
braid it or
braid
break
it.
it?
Braid it like
Oh,
you
I
braid
thought
a
you were saying
person's
break.
hair. No.
Yesterday I kept saying when you were telling me, I'm like,
Well, you're telling me how super efficient these microphones are. And
Yeah,
now
I
you're
can.
saying you can't understand me like I have marbles in my mouth or
Well, it's
something.
probably because you were at the dentist. You can't talk clearly. It's not my
I might have
fault.
had coffee in my mouth. I'm sorry.
No, I didn't get it. I now I'm. I mean, it does.
It's a braid. Let me go back
Yeah,
over
I
something.
know it a break. Yeah, one on top of each other. But what kind of an egg are you talking
A
about?
hard-boiled egg.
A
You
hard-boiled egg.
you
Okay.
take the eggs, dye them,
Okay.
and you let that dry.
Yeah.
And while they're drying, I roll out my dough. I put it into a big long line, and then I braid it. So you have
Yeah.
several of them. You
Okay.
have several of
Okay.
these. You braid it, and in between the braids, you put one of those Easter eggs.
Oh,
And so
okay.
when it rises, it's beautiful. I
I
mean,
got you
it's
now.
it's bread, and you break it off,
Yes.
and you get an Easter egg with it. So
Okay. That's
that's kind of cool.
super. That is
My
super
Italian
cool.
godmother made it
Okay.
every Easter.
I might have to look into that. You know?
I think it would be fun. I
It would
mean,
be.
it's never too late to start the holidays traditions. I celebrate every holiday that I can because life is short and
It is.
holidays are happy.
Right. Holidays are him. And I told you about, and I can't believe that you even knew about it, those sugar eggs that my mom used to
Mhm.
make. They were huge. They were like 5 times a regular, but they would take these molds and do half an egg and then half an egg with hard sugar, put them together, and it
Yep.
was hollow inside, so you could make like an Easter scene inside.
Yep.
It was so decorative and it was so creative and so cool. And I
It
couldn't,
is
yeah,
cool.
I couldn't believe you even heard about it.
Well, because our Polish grandmother, and we have 100 grandmothers because when you're from the Northeast,
Right,
anybody who is over 45 or 50 is your
right,
grandma,
right.
and the
Okay.
rest are aunts and uncles.
Mm-hmm.
And your friends are not cousins, they're just friends. But, you know, we. I never called anybody by their first name or Mr. or Mrs. They were always Aunt Shirley, Aunt
Okay.
Nancy, Aunt
That's
Sue.
cool.
It
I
was
like it.
respectful,
Mm-hmm.
and they still do that up there, and it's I know, and all of my mother's really close friends that were older than her
Mm-hmm.
uh, were when they came very close with the family were grandmas. I think we had about 8 grandmas,
Okay.
and they all loved us just like our own. Oh wait, my
Wow.
own didn't love us. They loved us.
Okay.
Hey, wait, I mean, it's the truth. They loved us better than our own
That's
grandparents.
good. That's
Yeah, it
super,
really
you
was.
know?
And they were
Nice
all
community.
foreigners, every
Yeah.
single one of them. One was Scottish, one was Italian, one was Polish,
So
one was Greek.
so the
Eh,
Polish one, it must have been the one that
Yep.
you saw the egg
Yes,
making
yes.
from. Yeah.
And she showed me how to do it.
Okay. So you've done it before,
I've
really?
done it before.
Wow.
I thought it was the coolest thing since Superman died.
I
I
don't
mean,
see that much,
honestly.
you don't see that much. I mean,
She was old school.
uh-huh.
Everything, her, she came from Poland
Yeah.
and she drug everything over here with her. She ended up living out on Long Island, and boy, I'll tell you, there was a big community of Polish people out there, and they just carried on the traditions. I mean,
Okay.
even at my wedding, um, oh, there was this thing where you drank something sweet and then you drank something bitter,
Huh.
and it was for the sweet things in your wedding and the bitter things that would come. But
Okay.
anyway, it was one of their
One of
traditions
their
that
okay.
they did prior to the wedding ceremony. So it was kind of cool.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
that's awesome.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
see,
I
like
thought
my
so.
mom, she lived in Detroit in the Delray area. It was a big Hungarian community, but there was
And
also Polish
Polish.
people, right? And they lived
Yeah.
side by side. It's kind of cool. I guess some of the stuff that I assumed to be Hungarian were actually like Polish stuff, even the food and the different desserts and stuff, that they
They
just kind of,
mingled
yeah, they
them.
mingled the cultures.
Yeah,
And
they
isn't that
did.
cool?
It
It
really is.
really, yeah.
Greek and Italians did that at
Okay.
home.
Yeah.
So they there was so much that was so close. As a matter
Mm-hmm.
of fact, we used to have this place called Medugno's, and it was an Italian place, and it was
Mm-hmm.
a pizzeria, and the Medugno's ran it.
Okay.
Except Mr. Medugno was Italian, and
Mm-hmm.
Mrs. Medugno was Greek.
Oh, okay.
And so they had Greek pizza.
All right.
And yeah, it had a little Italian touches on it, but it was interesting and good, and I grew up on it. It was great.
Yeah, it's awesome how, the two things kind of mingle and get adopted and yeah,
True.
it's awesome. Good
It's
stuff.
true.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
So I
So
hope everybody has a decent Easter, That's going to
I
be
know. Happy Easter
yeah,
to
happy Easter.
everybody.